And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 of Let's Talk Hookup. We're having a great time here live at Day at the Docks. Having a great time here this morning. It is happening. I know they say the Day at the Docks starts at 9. You look around, it started right now, man. It's a great morning and lots of fun.
Yeah, and we have some great guests here. Bill Wilkerson from the Malahini and the Horizon. We have Wendy Toshihara from Iserline, and also she is the MC here at Day at the Docks. And now we have Ken from SAC. Good morning, Ken.
Is this like a photo bomb?
Yeah, this is.
Photo bomb. Ken comes waltzing in.
A lot of great people here, too.
This is the best kind of photo bomb because you come with real good news.
Yeah, well, we do have some good news for everybody. We've had a spotter plane up this week looking down the coast of offshore areas, and they found 7 areas, small areas of fish, but it's a starting point. We've never started it this early. We're like 2 months earlier than we've ever done.
Yeah.
So, really excited there. And then also, for those of you that are going to be here at Day at the Docks today, at 11 o'clock, we got something special. The ambassador, who's the Consul General of Mexico for San Diego, Ambassador Gonzalez Gutierrez, he's going to be here up on the stage with me, answering questions with some pretty impressive folks. Secretary of Fisheries of Baja, Secretary of Economy of Baja, Baja Surf Fisheries. We're going to have an impressive lineup, and we'd welcome anybody and everybody to come in. And it is a secret, but we're going to give a leadership award from SAC to the Consul General because he has been an amazing partner trying to help everybody have access and promote regional tourism. So we're hoping that a lot of folks can show up at 11 o'clock at the main stage.
11 o'clock on the main stage, which you're emceeing there, right,
Absolutely,
Wendy?
yes.
Yeah.
You want to give some applause to somebody that has really stepped up to help behind the scenes. That's the man.
Yeah, and it'll be time for questions and answers.
Yeah. We're going to be asking questions up on the stage. I have the most common questions people are asking. So, we're going to be prepped up. And then over at our booth, we have one of the previous world record tunas there. And as soon as we're done on the stage, we're going to go over to our booth and pose for a picture. So if folks wanted to come up and get a picture with a giant fish with our Mexican guests, they're welcome to do so. And I'll be there as well.
And that's in the SAC booth, which
in
is
the SAC
located
booth,
where?
Yeah.
Located where?
It's going to be right in the very center of the complex, and you can get a great picture.
Kind of in front of
It is in front of Point Loma Sport Fishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can get a picture with, like, the ambassador or the Secretary of Fisheries or the second string, which would be me.
Yeah. All right. So you said you have some questions prepared. Give us one question that you might be faced.
It's post-COVID. Where do you go? Like, what is the simplest way, if you're going to take your family to San Felipe, Ensenada, go to Cabo, use a CBX crossing the border.
Right.
What do people need to do? What permits are required? Everything's changed.
Yeah.
So we want to make it as simple as we can to bring tourists down there. But,
how do we do it?
We just want to know, how do you do it?
We get that so often. Hey, I'm trying to be compliant. I want to buy my bracelet or I want to buy my fishing license, but I'm having trouble getting it done. What do I do?
Yeah, FMMs. If you're going to get on a plane and fly somewhere, do they get them on the plane? Do you get them ahead of time? Just what do you do? If you're going to go into Tijuana, what do you do? So, those kind of questions.
While you're on that subject, one very, very important thing that I've learned the hard way of when you're walking across and entering Mexico by foot on the CBX, and then getting on a plane down at the Tijuana airport. When you fill out your FMM, you want to be sure to say that you're entering Mexico by land.
Yes.
You're not entering by air, you're entering by land, because they'll send you back to the box if you're more.
And if you're on a short trip, it's free.
Right? Yeah,
you don't even have to pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
less than 7 days.
So that's the kind of example of how important stuff that you're going to do. 11 o'clock on the main stage.
11 o'clock on the main stage, and then for those people that really want to get picayune about their personal situation, come over to the SAC booth. I'm going to be there. The Mexican officials will be there, and we'll do our best to help answer every question that gets rolled by.
Fantastic.
awesome, Ken.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks,
Cool.
Ken. Appreciate that. Thanks for all you do for all of us, Ken. Dan in
come see you.
Alpine. Appreciate
I'll come
that.
see you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
All right.
Hey, Dan.
Dan, step up to the mic there, Dan. Thanks. And
Good
now
morning, good morning,
by the
good
way,
morning.
we didn't talk about, we're giving away a CalStar rod.
Yeah,
Thanks
how
to
about
John? Right?
How about that? Yeah, so our step up to the microphone questions, with Dan obviously going to be a part of. We're giving away a brand new CalStar GG 277-foot rod, a fantastic 25-pound rod from
They
CalStar.
have a booth. They're right over here, right?
Absolutely, showing all their great rods, and also giving away an Anza knife and a $50 gift certificate to Cal's 2 Speeds Reels. Thanks to Cal and Eric for that, too. So, yeah, some pretty
Jeez.
amazing prizes for our Step Up to the Microphone questions. Also, didn't forget about you guys on the phones. If you give us a call this morning at 213-432-1090, giving away a full-day trip on board the Liberty at a Fisherman's Landing. That trip is eligible to all our callers and texters on the show this morning, too.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah, so
what's
go
up,
ahead,
Dan?
Good
Good morning.
It sounds like the guy that was just here probably has my answers, but question. My wife and I, last week of April, are going to Loreto,
All
Baja,
right.
Oh,
and we're using Ross Charters as our fishing guide. Any information, any
Well-
safety concerns?
no, I love Loretto. I'm going. We have our Let's Talk Hookup Cast Tours tournament in April, and Loretto's fantastic. Are you flying out of CBX on Valeris?
Yep.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yep.
Piece of cake. Make sure you mark that you're crossing by land on your FMN. That's a tip.
You said
But
you're going in April?
Last week of April.
last-
I mean,
yeah,
that
it's a
is
great
just
time for you.
Good
prime.
weather.
Yeah.
Yo, bring
Right.
heavy and light, like Salas 6X Junior, Salas regular 6X. Bring some like 4.0 mackerel size hooks for fishing the dropper loop. Bring sinkers, everything from 12 to 16 ounce sinkers. And if you like fishing cabrilla, bring some stick baits with you and a casting rod. That's fun stuff.
That
right?
is so much fun.
That's my favorite thing to do.
That is
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
You guys are
Get
going down in a
bit.
great time of year
Yeah.
for it, too.
Don't get him turned, you're going to get rocked.
Yeah, it's in
And
seconds.
with the FMH, I do that when I get to
You can either do it when you get to the border or you can do it online before you get to the border. You can actually just look up the FMM process and you can do it from your own computer
Right.
and have it ready to go. And then you don't, but once you get to the airport at CBX, you can do it right there. There's people there to help you. And that's, if you've never done it before, maybe that would be the easiest thing to get started with.
Okay, and then
It's
my
easy.
Second question with the nautical visa for your boat for fishing the islands. Some people are telling me you got to get one every time. I fill mine out for 180 days.
So they are correct. How it works, if you're following by the letter of the law, is a visa is good for 180 days, but that means you can go into Mexico and stay there for 180 days and come home. But it's an immigration document. It's basically a paper that says, I'm Dan, and I went in on Wednesday, and I came out on Wednesday also. So an FMM is good for one trip. That trip can be up to 180 days, but once you travel into Mexico and come back, then the visa is no longer good. You would need to get another one for the next one.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, you would need a Mexican fishing license.
Yeah, I have
for,
all. I
for
have
everybody on the
I
boat.
have everything.
Sure.
I'm just trying not to do the visa every time I go.
That's the problem.
It's
Yeah.
a pain in the
Yeah,
butt.
it is a pain. Yeah.
All right, thank
hey,
you so
thanks,
much.
Good
thanks
luck,
for
buddy.
coming down to Day at the Docks. Enjoy the day, Mo. Came down from Vista. Mo's a regular here at our live broadcast. Always a lot of regulars here today. Always nice to see people come down to Day.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I guess I had a question about the Guadalupe. Have anybody heard if they're going to open it up yet?
Bill.
Last I heard, it was still shut down.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard scuttlebutt about 2.5 weeks ago that they were going to revisit it, but I haven't heard anything other than that.
Okay.
I can assure you that Ken Frankie is working.
Yeah, 11
Go
o'clock.
visit Ken at his booth. And
Yeah, 11
And
o'clock.
go,
Yeah,
you
it's a
know,
great
go
t-
ask that question.
That's a great
at
question
11
to ask.
o'clock up at the main
Yeah.
stage, right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
at the main stage.
Thank you.
All right, Mo.
I know that it's having to be optimistic, but I mean the one thing I think that we have going for us the best is Guadalupe was closed forever once before, and then it was opened up and we got to enjoy fishing again. So it's a total bummer that we're in the state that we are right now, but we already were told once that it's never opening again, and it did. So I'm just focusing on
Yeah.
that. I'm hoping we get to go back there because
Keep your fingers
I miss
crossed.
that place
Yeah.
a lot.
What's your next trip, Wendy?
I'm actually leaving on the Game Changer on April 1st.
Whoa!
All right.
Yeah, so
That's That's cool.
It's going to be a fun trip.
Yeah, that's coming up real fast. What
It
a
is.
beautiful boat Ryan runs, right?
Yeah.
And so is it all women? Six people?
No, there's 3 ladies. I'm the 4th lady, and then 3 guys.
How cool.
Nice.
And I know the Game Changer is at Day at the Docks today, open house.
Oh, it
the
is?
whole night.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
All
here.
right.
And again, you want to talk about just it's not even really fair to call that a 6-pack boat. Like, I mean, I know that's the loads that they take, but it's just not fair to call it that. That is such a Cadillac of a rig and a really cool boat to come check out here at Day at the Docks.
World famous Steve Carson is. Hey, Steve Carson, step up to the mic there and say hi. Always nice to see you.
Always picked up.
Yeah.
How's it going, Steve?
Carson?
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm glad I got a good parking spot, and I'm almost all set up, so I'm excited.
So what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? It's Day at the Docks. I, along with a handful of others, and you know who you are, was here for the very first one.
I was going to say, you might as well call the Steve Carson Day. Like, what do you think? What do you mean? What's he doing here? Like, this wouldn't be Day at the Docks without him.
Seminar. Yeah, I'm on at 12:30 at the sportfishingreport.com, a.k.a. where the fish processors usually are at Fisherman's Landing. So if you've had your fish processed at Fisherman's Landing, you know right where I'm going to be. I actually requested not to be on the main stage because it's too high, and I like to kind of pace into the audience. I'd fall off and kill myself.
That's cool. And what are you going to talk about?
I'm going to do my 5 rigs for bluefin tuna. Don't leave the dock without them.
Okay.
Otherwise, Captain Bill will yell at you.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Well, great. Well, great to see you. And I know you're Mr. Day at the Docks, and you'll be around all day. Where can we find you?
What was the?
I'm going to be pacing around. I'm going to be inside Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop till Rick makes me leave. And actually, here's my memory, and I know they're having a casting contest today. Before the event even happened, our good friend Buzz Brizendine, and that particular year, was in charge of the casting contest, and he wanted something that would cast well. But if the contestants had a little errant cast and hit one of the boats, he didn't want to cause damage. So I went to Toys R Us when they existed and got some of those dense, heavy red rubber balls like we used to use for splashers at Redondo, Wendy. Well, you weren't born
I know
yet
what you're
either.
talking about.
She wasn't born yet either. One of those heavy red rubber balls, and made a little eye out of my Wahoo wire. And then those were heavy and dense enough to cast well, but if they hit a boat, and they did, it wouldn't cause any damage. So that's that. Even before the event even happened, I was already preparing for it.
Great.
I dig it.
That sounds
I dig
like fun.
it. That's cool.
Yeah. And there's kids fishing programs, the whole deal here.
Oh,
right?
I mean, everything. If you like water, there's something for you down here.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the people walking their very cool dogs.
Yeah. Day at the Docks, wide open today. Goes all the way from 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock, right?
That's correct.
Yeah,
I
but
double-checked it on the Internet this
Yeah,
morning.
But you can come down now and hang out with us for the live broadcast and go meet Steve Carson.
I was afraid this
And Wendy
morning,
and
as I was
Bill.
listening, as I was driving in this morning, I was afraid you'd been preempted for basketball, but it was
Yeah.
just minor technical difficulties.
Live radio has technical issues sometimes, and we had a little technical issue, but we thank God we got it straightened out
Yeah.
thanks to our engineer Bill and our main guy JP back in the studio there. So
Awesome,
we're all
awesome.
good,
Looking
yeah.
forward to seeing everybody, and I don't know how many years in a row, well, not for Wendy, how many years in a row it is for us. I think, is it 42? I'll have to check. But anyway, it's a long
haul
thing, and
Yeah.
it's
what does
pretty
that
awesome.
brosure say? Does it say the number? No, it doesn't say the
not
number.
this
Probably
year.
not. Well,
We'll have to ask
they
Catherine.
skipped a couple the last couple of years.
Yeah,
but,
we missed them.
It's so great to be here. Great
No
to see
doubt.
you guys.
Yeah, this is
Talk-
the first one in 3 years. Am I right? Yeah,
3 or 4, yeah. It's
3
been,
years.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, I think
Pretty
since
awesome.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
so-
awesome. All right,
Yeah.
talk
Good
to you guys
buddy.
soon.
Thanks,
All
Steve.
right, great to see you. Hey, there's Celia from the Searcher. Yeah.
Team Searcher.
Yeah, Team Searcher.
Hey, with that said, we're going to find out what's going on the water. It's time to talk to your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. And today, that FishDope.com report is sponsored by the Fish Pros at Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. The best processing for your fish when your trip returns to the San Diego landings. Pressed with Fish Pros, the market, you can purchase fresh fish. They have smoked and jerkied fish. Their spices, rubs, smoked cheese, tuna burgers, and that poke kit. Stop by their location in Old Town on Taylor Street or order online at fishermansprocessing.com. We talk about it all the time. Be sure to make those reservations by texting them at 619-255-3128.
Hey, good morning, Captain Bill or Captain Dave or whatever your name
Yeah,
is.
both of you?
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Good morning, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
It's been a
Well, hello. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Bill. Hi, Rick. And hi, Pete. And thanks for having me on the show today. And I tell you, that's a fun event. I loved when I was speaking down there for Ricky a couple of years there. It was fun. Lots of people. Unbelievable, the crowd that shows up. So it should be fun today, and you guys got some beautiful weather. Hey, as far as that CBX, Pete or Rick, that is probably the easiest thing in the world to do. My little beautiful wife, Kelly, does it all the time by herself, gang. There is nothing to be afraid of. It is the coolest, easiest thing to do. And now that little dungeon area you used to go down to fill out your FMM, that no longer exists. It's amazing. You're like in a high-end hotel when you walk through there. You can't even believe it, and the next thing you know, you're standing at your gate. There's nothing to be afraid of.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can't mess it up.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, you can't mess it up.
What's happening on the water there, Captain Dave?
Unbelievable, Pete. The fishing, it just waited for us. It just waited for us, and then talked to my good buddy Aliar last night. He gave me a call. He said, really fun fishing last night. They had over 20 fish in the dark. Said it was really, really fun. Good sign of fish. He's going to start looking up the line today to see if he can find some fish closer to the area. And then that fish that they got on down at Colonette, that yellow, and really good rockfish fishing. But then our members had really fun fishing yesterday all over the coast. Sand bass, whitefish, halibut. Over at the island, there was a good sign of that bigger bonita, like 3 and 4 pounds, because there had been micro bonita forever. Now it's like 4 and 5 pound fish down there by Avalon. Everything, the table is set, everything's ready. We just got to get out there and go fishing. I was shocked by all the fish reports I got yesterday from everybody that was out fishing, because I thought for sure the water was going to be all brown and it wouldn't bite. But yeah, really fun fishing for everybody that got out there. And then the end of the lobster season, Pete, they're crawling like crazy. Everybody had great reports for lobster last night, so it's no time like the present to go fishing.
Yeah, and of course, fishdope.com, they're here. Danny and Jeff and the boys do a great job on fishdope.com. Just go see them at the BD Outdoors display there at fishdope.com. $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code HOOKUPNOW. Lowercase, no space is your $20 code. And Dave, how do we find you, especially on your new app?
Yeah, guys, download my app. It's free. It's your saltwater guide. It's on the App Store. It's on Google Play. Check that out. Download the app. And I just want to tell you one thing about Fish Dope. Danny is on every morning. He does the same thing for Mark before we go live with you. Danny makes sure we have everything we need to. I don't know how he gets all the information he gets, but the guy's incredible. So you want to be a part of Fish Dope.
By the way, did Aliar say what grade that fish was?
He had fish up to 100 pounds. The average was 40 to 70.
Nice.
So
beautiful
rad.
grade. That's so awesome. Great, Dave. Thanks a lot for that report, and we will talk to you next Sunday.
All right, you guys. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Appreciate that.
Thanks,
hey,
Dave.
We just saw Celia Taylor, and Celia told me she has a booth right here, right across from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. So
all right.
You can't miss them. They're right here. The Searcher, you can go sign up for a trip or get on a wait list for a favorite trip from Celia and the gang at Searcher Sport Fishing right there. She has brochures in hand and everything. And Mike Lum is here. We've been watching you going crazy all morning, Mike.
How'd you do that?
You're sweating.
We have a great staff of volunteers that have thankfully came out to help us. We wouldn't have got this done.
Yeah.
This is the largest display we've had at Tackle Day ever. And
it looks like it's open right now.
It is. We just opened the used tackle portion of it, and we have accumulated some amazing fishing tackle.
Yeah. And, of course, today is Day at the Docks.
Today is Day at the
We'll be doing Tackle Day in November.
Sorry.
We got to go. We got to catch
already
fish
thinking
first.
ahead.
I know. That's the way you are. Yeah, but so give us an example of some of the deals in there.
Well, as far
Some of the stuff that caught your eye.
As far as the used tackle goes, I've never seen such quality tackle donated to us as I have in this past 6 months that we've been accumulating. You know, we've been doing this sale over at Seafort the last couple of years, and it was a very large display. We had lots and lots of tackle, but I don't think the quality of the tackle was as good as it is here. One of the things that is really a highlight are the rods. I mean, I don't know where all these rods come from, but there's some great deals on fishing rods over there right now.
Tim and I opened up the closet on just some of the stuff that's been donated since, recently, like before the last purge of you guys grabbing stuff, and there were custom Super Seekers with tuna weaves in them. And
Yes.
we're talking rods. We're talking rods that if you had that rod custom built would be over $1,000 type builds that are donated to Raw. I was blown away. The highest of high ends, CalStars, CalStar Graphiters, Super Seekers, United Composites, like everything. It's amazing how generous people have been with their donations
That's
to this tackle
absolutely
sale.
true, Rick.
And you don't want to take any of this home, right?
Well, as little as possible, but
Yeah.
we've figured out a long time ago that this stuff doesn't really go bad. So rather than lower the price too low, we'll take it and hang on to it for the next
But
go
what
around.
we're saying is the prices are pretty darn
Prices
low.
start out really good.
And the bottom line is all the money that you give for that rod, the reel, the tackle box, or whatever goes to Cake and Kids Fishing.
100% of that money is used to take more kids fishing. By the way, we have exceeded the 145,000th kid since the program got started.
Wow.
And we can only continue that at the pace we're going with generosity of people donating their used tackle, coming down and spinning the wheel. By the way, we do have the spin to win wheel here. And the way we're doing this, if you'll come down and buy 2 of the grand raffle tickets, and we sell those tickets for half the year for some unbelievable prizes. The first prize, by the way, on the list of prizes is $2,000 in fuel from Summit Gasoline.
And all the ice you can use.
And all the ice you can use, yes. So anyway, that's just one of 30 great prizes that are on there, and we'll be giving that away on April the 29th. Anyway, you come down
April 29th.
April 29th, we're going to give
a little
those
over
away.
a month to
yes.
get the tickets.
Yes.
Yeah. But you spin, you
buy 2 tickets, you spin the wheel for free.
And then
So-
what do you get when you spin the wheel?
Well,
you get all those prizes sitting up
Everything
there.
you're
Look
looking
that.
at over there is up for
wow.
grabs, and there's some
Wow.
very, very nice rod and reel combos. There's some nice rods, and then a
Coolers.
whole bunch of terminal tackle. There's coolers, chairs, pliers, flashlights, knives. There's all kinds of stuff over there. So
you buy the tickets you're going to buy anyway,
Yes.
and you get to spin the wheel and win prizes.
absolutely correct.
Yeah, fantastic. And it sounds like the spin to win wheel is rolling right now.
We have the world famous Tony G manning the wheel
Tony
over there.
G.
So
All right,
he'll,
the master of the wheel.
He is. He
Yeah.
is. He has single-handedly spun that wheel more times than the rest of us put together. That's a lot.
Thanks for all you, Mike,
great
Tim
job,
Baker, and everybody associated with Rollo does, and to taking kids fishing. Howard, how can you forget Howard and his
It
hard
is.
work?
It's a
I mean, my
giant
gosh.
group effort,
Yeah.
and every part of it, from you guys in promoting it to Rick helping collect all the used tackle
Yeah.
throughout the year, and then of course all the people that come down and help us and support us. Every year we seem to get a little bit stronger,
Yeah.
so that's awesome.
And we have some more promotions coming up.
We do. We'll talk about those down the road, not to
Soon.
confuse anybody.
Yeah, not to
but,
confuse. All right, Mike, thanks very much
Great
for taking
job,
the
Mike.
time out this morning.
Thank you, guys.
And the Rollo booth with the used tackle is open right now, and the spin to win wheel is going. So go see Mike and the gang over there and jump in on that.
I had a real quick text
Sure.
question. It says, "Good morning, guys. I've got a question for Bill. My wife got me a gift card to H&M Landing. I'm wondering if that can be used on a trip on the Malahini. I know the boat doesn't always book directly through the landing." That's from Derek in Lake Elsinore.
If it is booked, if the trip is on the H&M Landings calendar, then yes. If it's not, then no.
Got it.
Okay,
So if it's a trip
great.
that they're selling tickets for,
Yes.
gift certificate will be good for it. Otherwise,
Yes.
you got to go directly through Malahini.
Yes.
Got it. All right.
Fantastic. Phil from Oceanside. Phil, are you still around? Phil, and maybe he's in buying some Rollo stuff there, huh? How about Kevin Laird? Kevin Laird? Are you around, Kevin? Kevin Laird, are you around? Okay. How about Martin Levy? Martin's here. Step up to that mic, Martin.
Martin?
I just wanted to say, I just came back from the Liberty, and then I have a question. We went on a half-day trip, a day and a half.
Easy there, Tommy.
Colnet.
Turn the mic down. There you go. Step right up.
Okay, I was on a day and a half trip, just got back today, this morning, on the Liberty. We went down to Colnet, boat limits on yellowtail, boat
Right on.
limits on reds,
Woo!
boats limits on other rockfish. It was a
What
great
a trip.
What
Good
was
for
the
you
grade on the
guys.
yellowtail?
What?
What was the grade?
They were, I would say, between 15 and 22 pounds.
Sweet.
Man,
Right
nice
on.
grade.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
yo-yo fish?
All on the yo-yo, heavy
All
yo-yo.
on the yo-yo. How
That'll
fun.
work. That'll work.
What
And
was
they weren't that deep. And then the deepest they weren't like 300 feet. And if you went down to I went down to 300 feet. with just a slow pitch and picked up a lingcod and whitefish. You know, so it was a
what
it was
a
a
great
wide open
day.
space.
And I heard you had fantastic weather.
Beautiful, flat, everything worked out.
That's great.
The question I have is, do you have any recommendations for slow pitch jigs?
Jigs themselves?
Yeah, just the jigs.
I think lots of great options. Taddy's making a new hybrid slow pitch jig that's really good looking.
Yeah.
Some of our most popular ones would be the original Butterfly Flat Falls. You know, that's a fantastic slow pitch jig that's available in all sizes.
Right.
In the tackle store, we have buy two get one free on the West Coast Jiggers. Also on a jig from Florida called Jerry Jigs. Nomad has that streaker, which would be a good option, and all of those are buy two get one free today.
Okay,
fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming down.
Do you guys sell the submission jigs?
We don't. No, another good-looking lure. Yeah, not for any negative reason. Just, we've got so many, it's hard to put another one in to compete with the same thing.
Yeah.
But a great lure. They're very good-looking for sure.
They work so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Darren in Menifee texted us here via the Let's Talk Hookup app that said he loves to fish the Malahini to the Coronados. My favorite place to go on my private boat now. Calico's, bonita, barracuda, yellowtail, white sea bass, and even tuna. I'd be happy to fish the overnighters on the horizon with Bill, and he's looking forward to going fishing with you.
Hey, man, you know that the fishery at the Coronado Islands reminds me of the fishery at, SCI or San Clemente Island.
Yeah, it's so fun to fish
You
there.
can go pretty much anywhere and catch pretty much anything. And to me, that's what fishing's about. I can't see as a captain of a boat driving around the Coronado Islands all day long. We're fishing for yellowtail.
Yeah.
But to just catch 2 yellowtail. Okay, so you have 28 people that are upset because they didn't catch anything, and you have 2 people that are high-fiving because they caught everything else. You know what I mean? So it's about, honestly, it's about going out fishing, having a good time.
Catching some variety.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what I love about fishing the Coronado Islands or SCI for that
And you
matter.
never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more text messages. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. The sport shows are coming, and it's the best time to buy that new boat you've always wanted. Rockcod Rick here to remind you that West Coast Marine and Parker Boats will be at the PCS show as well as the Bart Hall Long Beach show this year, showing off some of their most popular models of Parker boats and Yamaha outboards. Kevin Kelly is certainly responsible for putting hundreds of anglers in their Parkers at the shows and at their Costa Mesa location of West Coast Marine. Carrying on the tradition that our friend Kevin Kelly did so well is his nephew Nick Kelly at their shop on Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa. Kevin was a fixture at the shows for many years and will be missed by all, but you can be assured that Nick will do everything possible to carry out Kevin's tradition of taking care of his customers and getting them in the right boat, outfitted the way you want. Nick will have several Yamaha-powered Parker boats at the show available for you to check out. Be sure to go by the West Coast Marine booth at the PCS show and the Bart Hall Long Beach show, or stop by their Costa Mesa location and share your memories of Kevin with Nick. Check westcoastmarine.com.
Your vacation bucket list can't be completed without visiting the Katmai Lodge, Alaska this summer. A world-class wilderness fishing paradise on the banks of the famed Alagnak River. Get in the action, fishing for all 5 species of Pacific salmon, king, sockeye, chum, coho, plus trophy-sized rainbow trout. Arctic grayling and Dolly Varden, both in the Alagnak and nearby waters. Katmai Lodge's Coast Guard and CPR certified guides are fly fishing fanatics and know how to help you reel them in, ensuring your days are fish-filled while you enjoy freshly prepared snacks and barbecued lunches on the river. Back at the lodge, enjoy fireside appetizers and refreshments each afternoon. Delicious dinner prepared by the lodge's exceptional chef. Take a quick fly-out trip to Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park for world-renowned bear watching. And check out our trout fishing specials at katmai.com. That's KATMAI.com. Katmai.com.
All of us at the American Angler family want to express appreciation to our regular passengers that fish with us year after year, and to the new anglers that came out this last season. We realize how precious your vacation time is, and we are truly grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with us. It's important that your experience is memorable, from the moment you call the office to the time you step off the boat. Hi, I'm Lori. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. Come fishing with the American Angler family and make a memory.
Great fishing is what Seaforth Sports Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, Elgato Doe, Pride, Polaris Supreme, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Hey, we're live here at Day at the Docks, having a great time here this morning.
Speaking of CalStar, we just heard you talking about CalStar, giving away a CalStar ride, and CalStar is here.
How cool is that? Yeah, exactly.
They don't go to very many shows.
Not only is CalStar here, but John Todd is here, who's making the rods in the back. I mean, you can,
the man that makes the rods.
Yeah, Leon's son, and it's just it's a family affair, and it's so cool to see those guys still kicking butt and making the greatest rods out there.
It's a superstar lineup here at the Docks, including Lawrence from Fishworks. Hey,
the brightest shining star.
The brightest shining star. What's up, Squig?
What's up, Lawrence?
Not much. How's it going, guys?
You're really good.
So you guys are here attached to the Fisherman's Landing tackle booth?
Yeah, we're attached on the side. Rick and I designed a new design, so it's good. We have all our new shirts that just came out last week. We didn't have them at the PCS show, but we have them out now.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Those look fantastic.
I was scoping everything out this morning. Lawrence, obviously being such a Baja guy, you guys did such a cool line of Baja shirts that were, I don't even want to say a different direction, because Fishworks always does cool, different stuff, but like a slightly different, just slightly different look than some of the things that we've been used to. Hugely popular. Like, we've been really stoked with them, and I know been really popular, and it's cool to see that continuing on, too.
Yeah, the Baja Tripping, obviously, my background is obviously Southern California and Baja. And I try to look at, that kind of that heritage old Baja, whether it's score racing or old Ponga fishing or whatever it is. Those ideas come down when I'm pop up in my head when I'm down in Baja.
I love it.
That's cool, man.
Amen.
A lot of good stuff here. And are there sales, too?
Yeah, everything. We have $20 T-shirts, $10 off the sweatshirts, and $20 hats.
Wow.
And then Rick has prices inside.
Yeah, so everything in the shop is on sale also. I think we're doing $15 off the shorts and $10 off all the hats. So we have our normal Fishworks display, which is a ton. We carry a lot of Fishworks options in the shop, and it's all on sale. And then Lawrence has a ton more that we don't normally get to have. So, I mean, there's probably 30 different T-shirt options here today at Day at the Docks.
Wow.
A lot of stuff that we don't normally get to have just because we don't have the space to have everything. So, yeah, today's a special day. We're stoked.
Cool stuff. And including, and we might mention while we're talking about Fisherman's Landing Tackle, buy two, get one free on all Seaguar fluorocarbon.
Buy two, get one free on Seaguar fluorocarbon. And when you buy 3 spools, you get one of those Seaguar leader line keepers.
Buy two, get one free on Gamakatsu hooks.
100%. No mix and match, no problem. You can get a Nautilus, a live beta, a cyst hook, whatever you want. Yeah, buy two, get one free. Seaguar, buy two, get one free. Buy two, get one free on all of our lures. With the exception of Mad Max and California Flyers. Those are the only 2 that don't apply. But everything else, buy two, get one free.
Wow.
So a Tatty, a Salis, whatever else.
If you're going to Loretto, the gentleman was just here.
Exactly.
You better load up on some.
And I mean, that's everything.
Salis 6X
that's
juniors.
trolling jigs. That's knife jigs. That's bluefin rigged, big piff. Yeah,
all
whatever it is. Yeah, all on sale. All the reels are on a discount. All get free Spectra. This is our last big sale before the season gets rolling.
Well, the season's rolling.
It is
They're
rolling.
They're catching bluefin and yellows.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah. Hey, Eric from Poway is here. Eric, thanks for coming down today at the Docks. Always great to see you. And hi, Eric.
Hey, guys. How are you guys doing? Thank you for letting me on the radio. But the other guy was answered the question I wanted to have because I'm going on the Tony Reyes trip in April.
All right.
Oh, fantastic. With Tommy P?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. That'll be fun.
So,
watch out for Tommy P. He's dangerous.
So the other guys I usually go with, they go in July and stuff. So he already filled us in on what the weather's going to be like in April when we're going to go. But the question I have now is is I just got this thing. It's called a Byrna less than lethal gun.
Yes, I just got one too.
And
about a Dana Landing. In
no
Mission Bay.
one can answer me the question about can I bring it to Mexico?
Okay, that would be a question at 11 o'clock on the
exactly.
main stage.
Oh, that's.
I would.
Just me.
I know that's a scary thing.
I would not, because it's a nice sea lion deterrent. It's a non-lethal deterrent for sea lions, and I think it's certainly, and I've been told it's legal to use as a non-lethal deterrent to keep sea lions off of you. But in Mexico, my personal belief, I know guys that have gone to prison for a long time for bringing a gun into Mexico. I wouldn't do it.
Talking to a guy that spends more time in Baja than all
what
of
do
us.
you think?
What's the move on that, Lawrence?
Well, I'm not a big hunter, but I know the guys, do the hunting down there, and the guns you have to be registered.
Yeah.
You know, so anything on, something like that,
It's
I would imagine.
Anything that's even questionable.
But would a Byrna, would a pellet gun count?
It's a 68 caliber pellet gun.
You're not even
Do you
supposed to have a pellet gun.
Yeah,
technically.
Do you want to take the chance?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's a very good question because I've had the same question.
But they liken
I'd love to have.
They
I'd love
liken
have
it to the
at
paintball guns. It's basically a paintball round, but it's solid.
Find out at 11 o'clock on the main stage.
I'll come back
and let us know.
Okay. We doing Ford this summer?
No, we're not. No,
Ford dealerships.
The next live broadcast will be at Dana Landing in Mission Bay, first week in May for their big sale.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be our next live broadcast at Dana Landing.
Yeah, I brought my boat into the dock there and dropped people off. That was an easy way. There was no need for parking.
Yeah.
I think when you're driving down, any opportunity to not have a question from a Federale is the one you want to check
right?
off.
Exactly. You don't want to mess around with
I don't think that thing is going to save your trip, but a long questioning of a Federale at a checkpoint might just be the opposite.
Yeah. Especially the 18-year-old with all dressed in black.
I think
with
I
the,
just leave
with
it
the
at home.
H&K, right?
Yeah, I think I just leave it at home.
Yeah.
Have a great trip, bro.
Hey,
luck,
got a text question here from John in Upland. He wants to know about the parking today. And like Ricky said, I don't know whether there's any spots left over at the Westies lot, which is between the two hotels right across from Pizza Nova. But that would be a place you can look. It's $12 a day for that.
Just got a thumbs up that there's still
there's still parking over there at the Westies lot. Okay, and then there's free parking and free shuttle on Shelter Island. So if you go down Shelter Island Drive, like you go into the Konakai, you can park over there on availability and then take the free shuttle here today at the docks.
Perfect.
Or on the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck
There's
for that.
Plenty of residential parking around that's just a block or two up.
Yeah.
And again, just a reminder that Westies lot, we had it free for a long time, which was awesome. It's now a pay lot, and it's kind of like a, you pay at the kiosk, take a picture of your license plate, and it's based on your license plate, and it's going to be $12 a day if you're at that Westies lot. So.
Yeah, and I don't know, up and down the street here, there is some paid parking too. We just have to see what it's available.
Yeah, and just, make sure not everyone is different. The lot that's in front of Pizza Nova and down toward Jimmy's is a little more expensive than the other ones.
But if you want to park for free, probably your best bet is to go down to Shelter Island
That's
and park
the
and
easiest.
take
Grab
the
the
shuttle.
shuttle.
Yeah. Hey, Rick Pinion is here. He from Chula Vista. He has a question about the Malahini.
What's up, Rick?
Hey, how are you, gentlemen?
Good morning.
Talking about the producer makes me think about the days. I was Ray's very first deckhand when he got the boat when it was a
Really?
Red Raider. Yeah, grew up next door to him.
That's cool.
Anyway, I always saw the Malahini sitting at the dock. I don't know a lot about it. Tell me a little bit about the Malahini.
Malahini was built in 1940. The keel was laid in 1945.
Holy mackerel.
She was part of a 5-boat group, the 657, 658, 59, and 60. The war ended. They were supposed to had been sold to Russia.
Really?
The deal fell through. They were then sent up to Port Hueneme, put into ship surplus. The 57, 58, and 59 were then sold to private investors. Excuse me, the 57, 58 were sold to private investors. The 57 went to Oregon. The 58 went to Washington. The 59 and 60 were target pulling boats out at SCI. The 60 was sunk. It was hit by a shell, sank that boat. The 59 came back to Port Hueneme and basically wasted away. The 58 was then sold to someone else, and it became they both became yachts. Then the 57, which is the Malahini, went from a yacht to a commercial sport fishing boat, and it fished from 54 to 60. H&M Landing bought the Malihini in 1960. It was San Diego's first overnight 80-foot boat. Period.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy,
That's
huh?
awesome.
What a history.
That's awesome.
And you're still running and you're dedicated, you said, to the Coronado Islands this year.
Yeah, she fished the Coronado Islands from, I want to say, 72 when she came out of overnight service, from 72 to this day.
And there's nothing like being on the bow of the Malihini at the Coronado Islands, casting a surface iron at a yellowtail. It's so unique.
Standing next to Danny Wade.
The bow is so big and so comfortable. Like, if you couldn't put pen to paper and draw a better bow to cast a lure from.
You want to hear something crazy? When I walked aboard that Horizon for the first time, and I walked up on the bow because it's so short, this is small.
Yeah, where's the rest of it?
Dude, I walked up there. Bow was huge. I was surprised. But, yeah, that Malihini bow is one of a kind, dude. It is one of a kind.
Very special. I could read it.
All right. Hey, Tim from Bonita is here. Tim, you hanging around? There he is, right front row here. Thanks for coming today at the docks. Appreciate that very much. And now you have a chance to win that Anza knife and the Cal's 2-speed, Cal's custom reel certificate and the CalStar rod.
I missed the beginning of the show, so this might.
So did we.
Might have been asked already, but in the pink here, I asked 10 different people. I get 10 different answers.
Okay.
So what is highlighted says, beginning April 1st, the Cal Cod Conservation Area, anglers may take the following species shoreward, meaning inside of the 40 fathom, short of 240 feet. Rockfish Conservation Area, boundary line, near shore rockfish, shelf rockfish, cabezon, greenling, and lingcod.
Interesting.
So,
and that's where you get that from?
On one of the Fish and Game.
Okay. So now we know that those are opening in 2024.
So what this is referring to is areas that are restricted into Cal Cod conservation areas in depths of 240 feet or less.
That's the high spot.
Yeah, can still be fished, mainly because Cal Cod are most commonly not caught in water that shallow. So the beginning was, let's close the whole thing out, make the take on those as little as possible. Now with things starting to be backed off, they're allowing some fishing in that area at a depth where you're likely not to encounter a Cal Cod.
So east of the high spot, you can fish inside the conservation area.
The shoreward of 40 fathoms.
Right.
So 40 fathoms to the shore, that line coming down the coast in towards the beach.
Okay, and then in 2024, we're going to be able to fish those zones and fish Cal Cod, actually, which is pretty exciting.
Well, I think Cal Cod conservation areas will still be Cal Cod conservation areas.
I think the new regulation.
Okay.
Maybe Tommy Gomes.
Well, that'd be
knows.
good.
He doesn't know.
I'd be stoked on that. Trust me.
I think
that's
they're talking about opening the Cal Cod conservation zone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome news.
Good morning, Tommy Gomes.
Oh, you threw me under the prop just now.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
Good morning.
Yeah, nothing like keeping up on regulations
you
to change
sell
every
a lot
15
of cod,
minutes.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of codfish going on. It's great. Look at this. Day at the docks, the kids, the families, 3-year hiatus, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's back. The shows are coming in. We got Bart Hall coming up. We got all kinds of great stuff. Bluefin are still here. They never left. They never will. I mean,
how great is that?
This is great, man.
Yeah. Are we going to see it at Bart Hall in the Long Beach?
Depends on if I'm I hate saying this.
Man, you're famous up there.
It depends on if I'm filming or not.
Well, that's where you got your legs.
But the network owns me.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, your show is doing fantastic. Talk about it.
Yeah, so Scott and the team, I mean, we have an unbelievable team that puts it together. Scott Lacette, he has a sporting chef.
Right.
Hunt, fish, cook, all that. We came out with the Fishmonger with Scott and the team a couple years back. Did a sizzle reel and showed it to the network, and the network loved it. And so we were off and running, and I wouldn't be where I'm at without that team of guys, and everybody's putting it all together. They came out with a new show called Ranch America that's really cool. It's all about ranching in America, and it talks about what it takes for your American ranchers to get beef on your table.
That's cool.
How cool.
Yeah, kind of like what I'm doing with the commercial fishing.
The land side of the fishmonger.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't know, we don't really think about it, but food's kind of important, fellas.
Yeah, it is. And you serve up some great food here at the Docks. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so this year we're doing, I sit on the board of directors for Chef Celebration, and we're doing our famous Thresher Shark tacos, and 3 for $10 with a bottle of water, so it's not that expensive when you really think about it.
3 for $10.
Yeah.
And a bottle of water.
Well, maybe 3 for $40 for you, but and a bottle of water, and all the money that we raise goes to sending young kids to Napa, the culinary school in Napa, CIA, and we also cover their paycheck while they're gone for a week. So it's pretty interesting.
Cool is that? The Culinary Institute right in Napa Valley.
Yeah, so these guys, these kids, I call them kids, but they're in their 20s, but they work in restaurants in the back of the house, and they never would be able to get to enjoy Napa and the Culinary Institute without something like this. So if you're hungry, buy a taco, send a kid to school. Usually it's always about the kids when we're doing these taco events and things like that. And what's the big event coming up at Mission Bay? Tuna Wars?
Yeah, Tuna Wars with Rollo. Yeah, that's coming up in June.
In June?
Yeah, so we'll be there as well, and I'm going to be serving pickled Portuguese tuna salad, which is like one of our number one sellers at Tunaville Market and Grocery.
Pickled Portuguese
tuna salad.
Tuna salad.
I'll tell you a funny
story.
story.
Say that fast 3 times.
Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story about that. So, working on the Portuguese tuna boats, it was Portuguese tuna salad. Working on the Italian boats, it was Italian tuna salad. When I went to Pedro and worked with the Yugoslavians, it was Slavic tuna salad, right? Same recipe. Exact same. Then when I was fishing out of Central and South America, they changed it to, it was the Ecuadorian tuna salad, blah, blah. Exact same recipe. They didn't add or subtract. And it was like, you know what, I'm going to go home, and when we figure this whole thing out, we're just going to call it Portuguese tuna salad in honor of the neighborhood that we're in,
Amen.
Tunaville is open today, normally closed on Sunday, right?
Yeah, no, we're open on Sunday.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, we're closed on Monday, Tuesdays.
Monday, Tuesday, okay. So you're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah, 10 to 5.
And if you have not tasted their octopus salad.
It's the best, right?
It is to die for.
It's my favorite thing you guys have.
Pretty good.
So good.
And the other thing is great is they sous vide that octopus, right?
Yeah.
Buy the whole octopus tentacles and take them and put them on your barbecue at home and make a little appetizer for your guests.
Delicious.
Oh,
so good.
It's unbelievable. But the other thing you blew me away with was your sausage. Talk about that.
Talk about my sausage?
Not your stuff. the Thresher Shark. The linguiça.
Come on, you set yourself up. Pitch anchovies in the corner right there. No, we're making linguiça, chorizo, Italian sausage, and for St. Patty's Day we did a cilantro and jalapeno green sausage made of Thresher Shark and fat. I mean, they're absolutely delicious. We've got, I shouldn't say this because I'm looking at all these guys that are hungry. We got samples, shops down that way.
Going down there, yeah. Just past Jimmy's, past Pizza Nova.
And this ain't Costco. You're not going to sit there and graze all day.
Yeah. But go check it out. Yeah. Tommy, thanks for being here. Appreciate that very much.
Yeah. Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming, including finding out who's won themselves a brand new CalStar rod, an Anza knife, a trip on the Liberty, and a gift certificate to Cal's. You stay tuned. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way in the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio and the Let's Talk Hookup app.
Wait for it. Wait for it. The Bart Hall Show at the Long Beach Convention Center, March 29th to April 2nd, known as the granddaddy of them all. All outdoor recreation events since 1946 have been based on this historical show. Join us as we celebrate 75 years of assembling more fishing tackle, boats, marine accessories, quality hunting and fishing lodges, overland displays, and unique outdoor recreation stuff than any other show in California. Kids under 16 free. A full day of family fun. The Kids Fish Free Trout Pond. The Ultimate Air Dogs. The Great American Duck Races. Paul Bunyan's Lumberjack Show. Archery. Air gun ranges. Axe throwing. Fly fishing. Hundreds of seminars and so much more. Thanks to our sponsors, Progressive, Accurate, Okuma, Daiwa, Shimano, Fisherman's Landing, Mammoth Lakes, Convict Lake Resort, Costa, Hobie, Rancho Leonero, and Turner's Outdoorsman. The Bart Hall Show, March 29th to April 2nd at the Long Beach Convention Center. Go to hallshows.com. That's hallshows.com.
Day at the Docks is back, and Fisherman's Landing Tackle will have our largest booth ever. This is Doug Kern. Our Day at the Docks booth in the shop and out in the parking lot will feature the Shimano lineup of rods, reels, and lures, like Talica reels, Terramar rods, and Current Sniper lures. And as always, our expert staff at Fisherman's Landing Tackle will help you select the perfect Shimano setup. Day at the Docks and Fisherman's Landing Tackle. Take advantage of our great deals on Shimano.
Top anglers know the best hooks are made by Gamakatsu. But did you know Gamakatsu also makes amazing tackle storage solutions like the G-Box 3200 reversible utility case for easy tangle-free jig storage? Check out the Gamakatsu Spring Lock Spinner. It helps give swim baits additional flash to entice those bites. Gamakatsu also makes a line of fishing pliers, clothing, and more. For the complete lineup, check Gamakatsu.com for your local tackle dealer. The state-of-the-art long-range sport fishing vessel, the Independence, delivers the top quality, comfort, and fishability you look for in a long-range boat. Veteran captains Mark Bizzano and Paul Strasser built this incredible 112-foot vessel with the most modern technology and luxurious comfort available. Once you go on the Independence, you'll be back. Call Independence Sports Fishing at 619-226-6006 or check IndependenceSportFishing.com.
There's nothing more peaceful than fishing. Just me, my pole, and some bait. Oh, and my life jacket, of course. I like fish, but I don't want to end up at the bottom of the water with them. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Boy, some killer prizes of getting to give away to our stand-up Mike. Congratulations to all those. And
you won the CalStar ride. What was your name?
And we're giving away our Liberty trip today that was going to...
Tim won the CalStar
Yeah,
ride.
congratulations,
And,
Tim. You are
the
stoked,
knife
man.
was given away along
That's
with
awesome.
the Cal's Custom 2-Speed. And we're going to flip the coin, and it's a texter.
Charisse in Huntington Beach was the winner of the text today. Charisse, you are going fishing on board the Liberty on a full-day trip out of Fisherman's Landing. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And Bill, thank you very much, Bill, for being here today. Bill, if somebody wants to be aboard the Malahini or the Horizon and go fishing with you, how do we do it?
Hey, guys, you can look us up one of two ways. Like I said, if you don't see us on the landing website, which you won't unless if it's a full-day trip, unless the Grande is full, you can go to our website, which is malahinisportfishing.com. Fish with us aboard the Horizon, multi-day, anywhere from overnight to 5-day trips. That's horizoncharters.com. You can get to both websites by just going to one website and clicking on a link there.
All right. Fantastic, Bill. Great for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you all. Have a great time here at Day at the Docks. It is officially open and going here. Thanks to everybody who came down to Day at the Docks. Thanks to all the people here. Thanks to Bill, our engineer. Thanks to JP. We sure appreciate everything JP did. And we will be back next Saturday. Bart Hall and Pat McDonald from the Bart Hall Show will be with us live back in the World Headquarters. And then next Sunday, Gavin and Matt from Captain's Concept. Of course, they're fresh off the water, and I'm sure we'll have some great reports for us. Thanks for listening today. Thanks to Adam, of course, for all he does on the Let's Talk Hookup app. And we'll see you next week right back here on the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio and the Let's Talk Hookup app.